Hey guys, I'm Izzy.
And I'm Ashley.
And you're watching today's episode of Generation Imagination.
Happy New Year!
May your 2019 be filled with productivity and love.
In today's episode, we're reviewing 12 influential teens of 2018. From Olympic athletes to activists everywhere and in between.
Let's get to it.
In no particular order, number 12, Rasab Jain, who is already further along his way to a science and statistics degree than any of us in this room.
Jane's work on studying the pancreas movements in an effort to track its location for more effective treatments have already won him a prize at the Discovery Education 3M Young Scientists Challenge and proves to be part of the future in treating cancer using new technologies.
Number 11 is Sweden's Greta Thunberg.
Thunberg, a climate change advocate, went on a 3-week strike and refused to attend school in order to convince her government to act on climate change.
Thunberg gives us an excellent example of political activism and using your voice in government. As such, in her actions inspired hundreds of school walkouts and strikes across the globe, and continues to strike every Friday until her government agrees to accept the Paris Agreement on climate change.
Number 10 is Kavya Kaprepu.
She is currently attending Harvard University and studies the brain cancer known as glioblastoma, which infected and killed Senator John McCain earlier in 2018.
In an effort to help the survival rate of the disease increase, she developed a learning computer system which can track developments on the cancer in a narrow and individual way, involving studies on the density, color, texture, and cellular alignment of that person's case. One day she hopes she can use these details to develop personalized therapies for each person's disease.
She also founded the nonprofit Girls Computing League. Go her!
Go her!
Yay!
Go Kavya!
Number 9 on our list is Chloe Kim. She's an Olympic athlete and a national treasurer.
Kim made herself instantly relatable to all at her Olympic run in Pyeongchang this year and turned herself into an internet meme. But beyond her relatability, Kim is a superstar who became the world's youngest woman ever to win the halfpipe event.
Kim spoke to Time about her run, which could have been catastrophic as she completed 3 full revolutions in the air.
Would have killed me.
Me in an instant. She wrote, quote, "I really wanted to do my best run possible and knew I would have regretted it if I didn't," end quote. She won the gold medals regardless and continues to inspire kids of all ages.
Number 8 is another athlete, Marley Diaz, who won the gold medal in a women's street skating competition.
Yay!
Street skating!
Didal, who grew up in the Philippines, didn't have a skating park where she grew up. She also faced some dismay by her parents for competing in some of these events. Since she's won the national competition, Cebu City's mayor has pledged to make a skating park, and Dibal has big plans for competing in the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games, where skateboarding will be included for the first time. Guys, this is cool.
Go skateboarding! Woo!
Yay!
Number 7 on our list is Gateman Matarazzo, who stars in Netflix's Stranger Things.
Matarazzo was born with a medical condition, cleidocranial dysplasia, or CCD, which delays the growth of his teeth. He uses social media to spread awareness for CCD. He also uses his platform to fundraise research for CCD and even to help fund dental care for people with CCD. This nonprofit is called CCD Smiles.
Despite the hate initially launched at him for what appears to be a gap between his front teeth, Matarazzo continues to smile. Go you adorable stranger thing.
Number 6 is Marley Diaz, who is only 13 and already making big waves.
Diaz, who loves to read, started her own personal mission after noticing a lack of books that represented her as a black girl. Her goal was to collect 1,000 books that had a black girl as the protagonist.
Her organization, 1,000 Black Girl Books, has helped distribute over 11,000 books to communities in need. She recently published her own book, too, called Marley Diaz Gets It Done, and so can you. Her goal is to inspire teenagers and children to push change for the world because they can do it.
Number 5 goes to a group of kids who have been extremely influential throughout all of 2018, and that is the survivors of the Parkland shooting.
Not only has this group campaigned for common sense gun laws and gun reforms, using their voices to influence elected officials, but they also embarked on a cross-country road trip this summer. This was done to encourage teenagers who are of age to vote to register.
The Parkland students organized and launched the March for Our Lives movement and a subsequent rally against gun violence. During the tour, they directly registered over 50,000 people for the midterm elections in November, including teenagers. These teenagers proved this year that their activism and fighting has helped pay off and rally tens of thousands of voices to their side, giving them a voice that they'd never experienced before.
Number 4 goes to another group of young people, UK's non-profit group, Young Minds.
These teenagers and young adults help to inspire young people to talk about the stigma surrounding mental health and to receive help when they need it, rather than prolonging the wait for therapy or professional help.
We need that here.
For real.
The Young Minds Youth Panel helps to raise awareness to end the stigma of mental health, specifically regarding teens and children.
Number 3 on our list goes to Amica George, the leader of the #FreePeriods campaign.
George protests to attempt to convince policymakers to end what she calls period poverty. Wants this to be done by having lawmakers fund the distribution of menstrual products to women who can't afford them. In the UK, where George is located, 1 in 10 girls cannot afford to buy menstrual products, and as a result, end up skipping school rather than attending while on their periods.
George fights to eliminate the taboo around menstruation and to convince lawmakers to fund the distribution of products around the UK. But she has no intention to stop after she contacts her representatives. Her goal is to completely fund the lawmakers would fund the distribution to people that can't afford them. So they don't even have to pay anything. They would just get the products.
It's so expensive.
George says, "We can't trust our policymakers to take action on issues. If we want to see change, it falls on us to create that change."
Number 2 is awarded to Gitanjali Rao. She technically won't be a teen until later this year. We thought that she was deserving of this anyway. She is involved with helping the water crisis in Flint, Michigan.
Rao was selected from 10 finalists to receive the title of America's Top Young Scientist in 2017 for her device to help Michigan's water filter system. The device in question uses carbon nanotubules to detect the presence of lead in the water, and it's extremely cheap to use as it functions via a sensor linked to a mobile app to detect the presence of lead in water.
Her device was selected among an array of inventions from that year, including an identification of a molecule that may help treat Alzheimer's. This was done by Ritvik Ganesh and a biodegradable way of treating oil spills, belonging to Anika Babakatula.
And number 1 on our list goes to you for influence, inspiring, and motivating the people around you and yourself to be the best that you can possibly be.
You're welcome. Woohoo! Yay! Good job, you.
You did awesome this year.
We're proud of you. Keep up the good work. We're proud of you, sweetie. Looking back at 2018, we hope you had a productive year and were able to speak about subjects you believe in. But we also hope your 2019 will be an even bigger year. Cheers!
Cheers to starting right where we left off, friend. With a bang!
With a bang!
Who are some teenagers that inspire you? Let us know in the comments.
Do it!
We also have the links to news articles and anything else you want to know about the 12 teenagers that we mentioned also in the comments.
There's a lot in the description box.
Yeah.
Read it.
Or, yeah.
Every
in the
week.
description.
Do it. Okay. Back on script. That's all we got for today's video, guys. We'll have another video up sometime this week. It's flexible, you know.
Until then, I'm Izzy.
I'm Ashley.
Signing off.
Rough.
Signing off.
Signing off.
Okay, bye.